Good morning. We are up. It's about 5:30 in the morning. And it's time for our morning cardio. Let me show you the pre-cardio stack right now. So we're gonna do one liquid IV packet, a scoop of like some recovery aminos, a scoop of some like aminos with some caffeine in it, and a scoop of some creatine HCl. And a combination of these two water bottles right here. This one's a half a gallon, this one's like 26 ounces. And I'm gonna try and drink that throughout my 45, maybe 50-minute cardio session. And that's how we're getting the day started. That's how we're getting Road to Ripped episode 18 started. And today's video is gonna be a good one. We dropped our calories down, now sitting at 2,000 calories. Still gonna have over 200 grams of protein. So I'm gonna be showing you a full day of eating, exactly how I manage that. Couldn't be more excited about eating 2,000 calories today. But I have been at 2,000 calories for the past few days now. So I'm kind of getting used to it, and I'm kind of gotten it down to a little bit of a science of what I need to be doing. So I hope you guys are ready to enjoy today's video. Do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button now so you do not forget, and let's go to the gym.
There's places I could take you, lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Boom, bop, body, like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby.
All right, quick little post cardio. Just natural sunlight. Oh, that was a total of 60 minutes. 15 minutes walking, then like, what, 45 on the Stairmaster. I just felt like it was easier just to get it done now. So, how we're looking in the morning. All right, cardio done for the day. Sweaty, feeling good. Because I did a little extra cardio, I'm now running late for the rest of my day. So with a little bit of YouTube magic, and just like that, we are at work. And it's actually a little after 1 p.m. I have been completely slammed with meetings, with getting emails out, with being on phone calls. It's been a very hectic day, and I literally have not had anything to eat. I did start drinking a Monster. I probably had like 3 sips of it. This is the Ultra, so it's only 10 calories. And I never really finished this whenever I open it. Just like gives me that quick kick real quick. And it does taste delicious. But given that it is 1, I am pretty hungry. And here recently my breakfast of choice has been these Wow protein donuts. I've talked about them before on the channel. They're 130 calories, 11 grams of protein. And although the flavor and size might not be quite on par with a normal donut, they do satisfy that craving just a little bit. And they do have like a very nice cakey, moist texture. So typically I just like take little pieces off of this and eat it while I work, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. And this will suffice me over for like probably another hour or so until I have my first actual meal. Now, I'm not someone that really super believes in intermittent fasting for fat loss, other than the fact that it allows you to put your calories off until later in the day, which then just makes you more satiated later on at night. So the Wow protein donut. Wow.
3 hours later.
Oof. All right, 3 o'clock has rolled around. Actually, 3:45 now. Time literally flies when you're stressed out. This is pretty much the same thing I've been eating every single day, except a small change, a little less volume. So instead of doing 200 grams of rice cauliflower and 200 grams of mixed veg, cut them both back to about 100. And this is just so much easier to eat and digest, and makes me feel less sluggish after I eat it. Still about 250 grams of chicken, just the pre-made chicken from Costco, and a little bit of G Hughes and some mustard on top to dip it in. And yeah, this is my boring, bland lunch that I actually thoroughly enjoy to eat every single day. And instead of eating this with a fork and like drizzling the sauce, now I can dip it. It's like literally eating chicken nuggets, except not at all. So that's the plan. Eat this, work at my desk. And for dessert, I found a new little favorite of mine. The protein fiber 1 bars, to be honest, are not really that good if I wasn't cutting, but they are only 130 calories for some like caramel nuts, a little bit of granola, and 6 grams of protein. So I don't normally do this, but I'll take a bite to show you. But that's how it's looking on the inside, in case you were wondering. For 130 calories for like a little lunch dessert, not bad at all. So I'll put total calories and macros for the day up here. Time to eat and get back to work.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, I think I picked the wrong day to film. Today has been extremely busy. It is 7 p.m. and I'm just now headed to the gym. I had a meeting at like 4:30 that of course ran over until like 6:30. Right before that meeting, I did actually have a nice, crisp, juicy, honey crisp apple. So I did track that. We are now, like I said, finally at the gym, ready to get a workout in. It sucks, but the workout's not gonna do itself. And it is a shoulder day today, so hopefully I can make it a little quicker, but I am still gonna film it and try to do a physique update afterwards too. So that said, the combination of Mentos and Transparent Labs Bulk Black going down, let's go get this shoulder day in. All right, so we started out with a landmine variation of a shoulder press using this connection piece right here that I really didn't even know the gym had, but I absolutely love this exercise. So you can do it standing or you can do it on your knees, but on my knees, I feel like I get a much better contraction of my shoulders. It's a little bit more difficult because the gravity's pushing down on you a little more. And overall, absolutely love the landmine shoulder press. And I supersetted that. Pretty much all of this workout is extremely fast paced and supersetted with low rest time. So I supersetted that with leaned against the wall, shoulder lateral raises, and I'm bringing the weight behind my back and lifting all the way through. It almost feels like you're on a lateral shoulder raise machine because of how good it feels. So I did 3 sets of that superset and about 10 to 12 reps of each exercise. All right, and on to the next superset. We are starting with some dumbbell shoulder presses. Now we're not on the short seat with my legs up. This is on a very slight incline and it lets me press a little bit more weight. So we did about 8 to 10 reps here. And then we used the bench right next to it and did like a rear delt exercise. Love this variation if you're someone who always uses like the reverse pec deck or cables. Doing it with dumbbells like this really does change up the movement a little bit and puts a little more emphasis on like the stabilizing muscles of your rear delt and around that area. So 3 sets of that superset as well, then straight into another superset. So we did this close grip press. I don't even know what to call this machine, but it's a very good front delt movement. And I took this to complete failure. The resistance path is actually really good on this machine. And the top of the rep ends up being the hardest part of the rep, which once again is really good for your front delts. And then moved into a single arm lateral raise machine. This one is so much harder when you focus on one arm at a time and take this to failure. 3 sets of this to failure and really your shoulder workout will be more than complete. I just wanted to finish off with a little bit of cable front raises. I've been trying to work my front delts a little bit more recently and trying to get a little more volume in too. So thought I'd finish out with that. This was a quick one, but honestly, a really good one. Let's do a little physique check-in and see how we're looking. Whew, okay, all right. That was honestly a pretty good workout. In and out in like right under an hour. Bunch of supersets, high volume, got it done. Got actually a little bit of a pump, surprisingly, considering the calories I've consumed today. And yeah, this is how we're looking. I gotta be honest, eating 2,000 calories a day isn't as bad as what I would have thought it would feel like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was at 2,200 calories for so long that the extra 200 calories isn't really making that much of a difference to the way I feel. But more importantly, is it making a difference to 1, how I look, and 2, the scale. As far as how I look, I've only been at these calories for like 4 days now, so it's a little too early to tell. As far as the scale, if you caught the last video, you know I had a scheduled off day on Father's Day on a Sunday, and Monday we popped up about 6 pounds, so I've just slowly been losing that now. So we went up to 208.4. I'm back down this morning to 203.9, but I haven't once again gone to the bathroom in like 3 days, so that is definitely contributing to that as well. Overall, I feel pretty good, and I feel like the 2,000 calories is definitely helping me lean out. Workouts, once again, are hit or miss, but the majority of them have been pretty good recently. I'm still able to like push myself those last couple reps sometimes, and I don't know, I feel like the hardest part of my prep is over, and I'm so close to being done now that it's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm literally just here checking boxes, like I've said multiple times now. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let me know if you think I look any better looking at this physique compared to my previous ones. I am so upset I'm having to freaking pose in a bathroom. Like, it's so awkward and weird, you know, being shirtless where other people's wieners are out, but it's all I got right now. For the most part, I think things are going pretty well. I am actually going out of town tomorrow, which could have a very negative effect on my weight in the next week. So definitely stay tuned for the next video for that. But overall, that was a great workout. Let's go home and make an insanely delicious meal. Hello. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, all right, it is nearly 9 p.m., but we have to have dinner, obviously, and I need some calories in me. So I made this exact meal last night. Let me show you exactly what and how to make it. All right, first things first, broccoli slaw. So this entire bag, full to the brim, 100 calories. So we're just gonna put this on high. Why can't I open that? Oh, fuck.
Joey!
I have spilled or broken something in every single video. Why does this happen to me? All right, we're gonna worry about that later. Broccoli slaw in the pan. I'm gonna use a little bit of this sugar-free orange ginger G Hughes. 5 calories per tablespoon, pretty solid. All right, now that that is done, I put about half of it in here. Now, over here we have something that I've talked about multiple times. It is a combination of ground turkey and ground beef, both the leanest I could find. Have it on my food scale zeroed out. Let's change the units to grams. And now we're just gonna pour some on. Let's see what that negative number is. So 215 grams. And I've talked about it before, but the way I'm gonna track that is just divide 215 by 2, which is 107, and track the turkey and the ground beef as 107. All right, so once this is nice and heated up, weirdly enough, we're gonna add egg beaters to it. I promise it's really good though. So zero that out, pour. That might have been a lot. Ooh, that was a little more than I wanted to, 343. All right, this is now completely cooked. That is an insane amount of volume. One last step though. Some fat-free feta cheese, baby. Yeah, it's kind of a weird meal, but 49 grams. So I have the heat off. I'm just gonna stir this a little bit and let it simmer for a little longer. Well, I wasn't planning on having this much volume for dinner. I've been enjoying having like a smaller dinner and going to bed not overly stuffed. But here we are with an absolutely disgustingly massive bowl of food that's steaming into my face. All right, and like every other meal I've had today, we're gonna be putting some G Hughes on it. And in my last video, I said there was 5 calories per tablespoon. I was wrong. 5 calories per 2 tablespoons. That is insane. Now, I have no idea what to call this meal. It's like a Southwest Asian egg scramble. Extremely weird, but like I said, I had it last night and it was delicious. And for all this volume, you'll be surprised how little calories it is. All right, apologies for the slurping off. I had to take a thumbnail real quick. I just tallied up all the calories and macros for this meal. Are you ready to be absolutely astonished? So in the entire meal, all the sauces tracked, everything in there, this massive bowl right here, 590 calories. So under 600 calories for the whole thing. That's crazy. Pop into the macros. We're looking very, very solid. We're a little low on fat today, but we do have 171 grams of protein, so that is very good as well. But honestly, I know the calories and eating schedule is kind of weird, but for me, this is what works. I'm not telling you this is definitely gonna work for you, but it's at least worth giving it a shot if you're having trouble sticking to your diet as of right now. I'm gonna enjoy this shower, and then it's time for my favorite part of every video. And that is Kodiak cake time. So if you haven't been making this recipe that I've been making continuously for the past couple weeks now, I don't know why you haven't, but I'm always trying out new things, and we have a little more calories to play with tonight, so I'm gonna try something new. First things first, a bowl. We're gonna do about 70 grams of the Kodiak cake. Pancake mixture, this is just the buttermilk flavor. Next up, this isn't a change I wanna make, but Perry used all my Fairlife protein milk, so I'm having to use some oat milk. It's about double the calories, but I have the room for it, so I should be fine. About 100 grams of this. And of course, some sugar-free syrup. There's like pretty much no calories when you just use a squirt of this. All right, next step is definitely a new one. I'm gonna be using about a serving of this Nuts and More. This stuff is really, really addicting, so be careful if you buy it. The calories are not great, but they're like a little better than peanut butter. 190 calories, 9 grams of protein, but it's pretty much peanut butter, so be careful with this stuff. Like I said, about 1 serving of that, and I'm just gonna scoop it in the middle and like kind of put it underneath. Next thing, a little bit of sugar-free chocolate chips. I normally use Lily's, but this is like, I think Walmart brand, and it's actually not bad. Same calories. All right, here is how our bowl is looking before we put it in the microwave. You can see the nice peanut butter right there in the middle, the chocolate chips around it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave for 2 minutes, and this is how we're looking when it's done. Can't even tell there's a dollop of peanut butter in there. But we're not done yet. One last thing, we're gonna top it with some fat-free Greek yogurt. This is the Dan and Lighten Fit. Absolutely love this stuff. You can do however much you want. I'm gonna do about 250 grams. And here we have it, my every single day meal. And sometimes on the bad days, the only thing I look forward to. How perfect does that look? This never gets old. I'm telling you, everyone who's tried this has messaged me saying it's insane, it's delicious. A little bit of peanut butter in this bite. Wow. Yeah, if you have the calories, adding that little bit of peanut butter, chef's kiss, so delicious. I have this meal every day, but sometimes I'll have it like as a pre-gym, or I'll have it as like a dessert at the end of my day. And what's nice is if I'm low on protein, I can just toss some protein powder into this mix, cook it up, and it cooks up really good as well. But speaking of protein, let's go over the calories and macros for today, because I think you're gonna be pretty impressed with me eating under 2,000 calories and the macros that go along with that. So for breakfast, we had our Wow protein donut. Of course, our lunch, bland, simple, but also kind of good. And I look forward to that meal just about every single day. The dinner, we had the voluminous, extremely, took me forever to eat mixture, I guess is what I'm calling it. And then along with the apple, we also had this dessert right here. So all in all, 1,981 calories. I'm gonna be honest, I debated, if I wasn't filming a video, there's a small chance I wouldn't even have had this tonight. Like, I'm just not that hungry. Partially probably because I was just so busy today. And so I had to push my calories off. Now, popping into the macros, this is absolutely insane. 193 grams of carbs, 44 grams of fat, and 226 grams of protein. Absolutely obliterated my protein goal. Honestly, I'm happy with it. If I can eat like this, stay happy, stay satiated, I'm definitely gonna get to where I wanna be weight-wise. And because my protein's so high, I'm probably gonna retain a lot of my muscle mass too. And it's crazy that I get to eat foods that I really, really enjoy still and fit everything into my day, just because I'm able to hold off on my calories a little bit. It really, really does help out so much with keeping me satiated later on. But for me, I'm gonna finish this delicious dessert and call it a night. It is now 10 p.m. and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Yikes. I hope you guys did enjoy this full day of eating. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel, become a Suggs subscriber. Road Trip isn't going anywhere. We're still got a couple more episodes left. Let me know down below, what is your favorite high protein snack that you've been having recently? And I will be seeing you in the next one. Peace.